I grew up in rural central Alberta, and it wasn't until I moved to Florida that I realized how amazing it is here. And when I was down in Florida, I promised myself that if I ever came back, I would not take what I had in my backyard for granted. So today, we're doing something a little bit different for the vlog and heading to Banff. And don't worry, guys, this is still a powerlifting channel. Powerlifting is what I do. It is what consumes me. It is what I think about pretty much every single day, pretty much all day long. So Miana dropped her memory card under the car seat, so we finally get to stop at this place that she's always wanted to stop to take pictures at, so I guess that's a win. Did you learn your lesson?
Probably not, but memory card acquired.
Did you get the shot?
Yeah, I think I got it.
Okay, let's roll. Since I graduated from chiropractic school, I have spent 12 to 16 hours a day, at least 6 days a week, either coaching lifters, making content to help lifters, or lifting myself. Like, it gets freaking gnarly sometimes. Don't get me wrong, I love it. I wouldn't be doing it if I didn't love it, but I'll be the first one to say that it does get tricky when the thing you are passionate about becomes the thing that you're making your career out of. And when you do have a thing like that, I think it's very important to find another thing that you can enjoy. What do I say?
I don't know. Wow, it's beautiful today. The sun is hitting the mountains in the right way.
So, made it to Banff, and being that I am 1 week out from powerlifting meet, I don't want to do a real hike, but the advantage of Banff is you don't need a real hike to see some cool shit. Are you breaking the rules?
Huh?
Are you breaking the rules?
Am I not allowed to go out here? Whatever.
I found the fat guy path. Want to go to the falls?
Yeah, for sure. Let's do it. I'm kind of realizing that I probably should have gone down this way in the first place. It would have been much easier.
And since moving back to Canada, that thing has become us finding the time to spare 1 or 2 afternoons a month to head out to the mountains. Just like getting out there in the mountain air, leaving my phone in the car, shutting off coach's brain, shutting off lifter brain as best I can. It's just refreshing. I'm like eyeing up the benches, but I don't think I need to sit on them quite yet.
What's actually interesting about moving a lot is it really forces you to pay attention to where you are and what you've got around you. It's like growing up in Ontario, I completely took advantage of, or I didn't take advantage of all the lakes and the forest and the hiking and that kind of thing. It was just kind of something that was there. And then once we went to Florida, the beach was great, but there's no like lakes and forestry that was really the same as Ontario. And now being here, it's just kind of like, I don't know, it forces you to want to actually take advantage of nature and what you've got.
And it's like, because I'm not thinking about lifting, because I'm not thinking about coaching, it allows me to come back to lifting and come back to coaching fresher and more creative and more ready to do the damn thing. So when we first moved to Alberta, Niana saw this bird that she thought was super, super, super cool, and she'd never seen one in her life before. Turns out, it was just a magpie, and now she's obsessed with them.
I'm not obsessed with them. They just look cool.
What an Ontario girl. And we're turning around now, not because of back pump, but because I need to find a potty. And like, I am a country boy, but with how touristy the back pump friendly hikes are, I also don't want to get arrested.
Yeah, that too.
Can't go to jail a week out from the meet. And pretty recently, I've kind of actually found another thing with vlogging training. And when I started, I was very hesitant because I thought all it was going to be was work filming training, work editing training, work uploading training to YouTube. But what I didn't realize was the creativity that I could find in the process with working with the lighting at the gym, with setting up the shots, with explaining the intent, and with reflecting on my own thought process. Not only did it start to make me a little bit more creative with my training, but also much more thoughtful and involved in the process of actually putting this meet prep together. Think there's something cool down there?
Maybe. I think it's worth checking out. I think this is going to be cool. It's just going to be a matter of not getting wet.
And realizing that, I started to think, what if we combine the two not things? Because even if filming in the gym and learning to color and learning to edit in a way is a creative outlet, it still is work. But what if we brought the cameras out to the mountains? And the results have been amazing, because just like bringing the camera into the gym, bringing the camera out to the mountains has forced us to slow down. It has forced us to pay more attention. It has forced us to be further into the moment and further appreciate what we have as we are observing it. And you'll hear it all the time that taking a photo, taking a video is capturing the memory. But I think there's more to it than that, because the effort that goes into seeing the shot, setting up the shot, telling the story, that is what makes the memory. Holy shit, this is gonna be awesome. I hope that footage worked.